Now they've changed the story around. I got a chance to actually see the movie.
Oh, okay.
And there is no Gantu. You don't have the shark person. He's not there, so you don't have the shark cop. I was a little annoyed about that. They made Jumba like the actual like villain. And I was just like, oh God, like you're really pushing this one. The problem is like, it's a story about hanging on to family. And they completely like missed the point because I saw where they were coming from. There were certain elements that got me choked up because you could just have done a shot for shot remake of the cartoon movie. And I think that would have been exactly what everybody wanted. But they went a different route where instead you go and you have, it's like, oh my God, Nani can't take care of Lilo. So she ends up giving up custody to the state to pay for like medical bills. And it's one of those things where it's like, you're tearing apart the family. By the end, Lilo's basically like telling Nani she's got to leave to go to college. But so Nani leaves to go to the mainland to go to college for marine biology. Hawaii has probably one of the best marine biology programs. So why did she have to leave the island? And Lilo basically goes and moves in with like David's family. You're just like, what is going on here? Although it was great to see like you had a couple good cameos because you had Jason Scott, the original like David is in there as one of like the managers. And then you also have Tia Carrera, who is Nani's original voice. She's there as the social worker. So
that's good.
You get to see them. I will say that I think the director missed the point, and it really should have just been like nostalgia shot for shot remake. But you wanted to get rid of Gantu, and I'm like, they were like, Jumba's going to turn Stitch into from 626 to 627, and it's like that's not how that worked. That completely negates the entirety of the way you had a show of all the previous experiments. So it felt like they were betraying the actual like movie, where it was like, what are you doing? I mean, the girl who played Lilo, this little girl is absolutely amazing. Like she got beats down that actually were pulling on like my heartstrings, and I was like, oh man, like I could feel for this kid.
That's your dog, the rush.
Yes, it's like she really knew like what like you feel like for her character, and she does such a great job. Everyone in the movie does a great job, except I didn't like the fact that Jumba doesn't have an accent. He doesn't have the accent anymore. Why does he not have the accent? Look at who's playing him.
Not good, huh?
This is another Disney remake that didn't need to be. Now, I will say, if they're going to, because I think from the hatred that they were getting from Snow White, and now like the criticisms they're getting from this one. And I will say, like, watching it as watching the cartoon version isn't going to freak a kid out over a bunch of aliens, but seeing the aliens like in human form and stuff, it's like, and the CG, it's a little disturbing. So I could see like little kids not wanting to watch it as much as the same way no one wanted to see the dwarves in Snow White because they looked creepy. You know, it's one of those things where it was like they really would have been better off hiring actual actors instead of just doing these CG things. But it's either shot for shot remake of the cartoon, or don't even waste your time. Stop doing it, because like I've said it before, when it comes down to it, the Lion King live action and Mufasa, they're not live action. It's CG. They're
Same
animated.
thing with Jungle Book.
Yeah. Well, Jungle Book, at least Mowgli was live.
Yeah.
All the animals, though, are CG. What are you doing? Disney is on like this weird trajectory that I think they're shooting themselves in the foot.
They've been doing that with numerous things, and that's pissing a lot of people off.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing too. Like they're looking at Marvel and they've overproduced stuff. So now they're finally starting to take a step back, but they're canceling projects and stuff that people want to see. Don't
You know-
promise stuff and then not deliver,
Well, you also know that they pushed back both Avengers movies.
which might actually be a good thing.
And it is a good thing because, but also in consolation, in between them, they're putting the fourth Spider-Man movie.
Which now they can actually have Tom Holland in the movies if they want, and he can play a bigger part
Yeah.
because there's more time for filming. The thing that is an issue though is they've overloaded everything. Disney is playing the cash grab game over everything. It's time to start coming up with some original projects. Now, I'm not going to say that I wasn't excited when I heard they wanted to do a Rapunzel live action, which I'm like,
What is it? No,
no,
Tangled?
yeah, which was basically Rapunzel's story.
Yeah.